All right, so come on over here, like get really close. Sorry, just keep your eyes closed and then tell me when you turn it on. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're doing under eye camouflage. And he's already had one session, and as you can see, he has some coverage in here and here, but it's a little bit spotty. And same on this eye, you can see the coverage, but yet it's a little spotty. And then there's some other areas that we're going to address today. So with this process, it's like a buildup. You can open for a second so we can just see under eye. Sorry, I'll turn this down a little bit. But it's like a buildup, and then it's going to be more filled in after today, so it'll look more blended and more even. Explain this.
Okay.
All right, so right now I'm just wiping off the numbing. So I put numbing on and let that sit for 20 minutes. And now I'm going to put some moisture drops in his eyes just to give like a barrier. Ready? You can open, put a drop, try to open and look up. Good. And then this way I'll give a barrier to prevent the pigment from going in there and getting his eye irritated. And then we'll put one on this side. Great. Okay. All right, so I already have my pigment color mixed up, and I'm gonna start and do the first layer. So, all righty. So he's gonna keep his eyes closed, and I'm basically gonna just stretch the skin down and then see the areas that are already built up. I don't want to go over that again because then they'll get too dark, but I want to blend, so I'm going to hit the areas that need more. All right, and he really shouldn't feel this. It should be pretty numb. Okay. How you doing? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So again, as I apply the color, it's a buildup. So you do a layer, then I wipe it off, see how it looks, and then I will add more. So there's a lot to this technique. You really have to take a course and learn the right way to do it, because if you put too much pressure, you're going to end up caking the pigment on, and you're not going to get the result that you're looking for. All right, so that's one layer. Now what I'll do is just put a little secondary numbing with that color in place and let that seep in, so he really won't feel any of this. Okay, now we'll go to the other side. All right, you can turn towards me. Great. All right, now we're gonna go above that part. Fill that in. So according to the type of skin and the age of the skin will determine if it's a taut area or a little bit looser, or if there's a little bit more wrinkles. So you really have to stretch the skin so that it doesn't get built up and blobby in one spot. Okay, so I skipped that middle area because that's where a lot of that other session pigment is, and now I'll put this on. All right, and then we'll go back to the first eye. And I'm gonna wipe that off. So I just use a little bit of water, not really saturated, but I just kind of lightly blot it off to see how much coverage I got. And then you want to try to avoid, if possible, getting the pigment into the eye, because it'll just irritate it. All right, now I'm gonna put a little bit more numbing. So how you doing? Are you feeling it at all?
No, not really.
Good.
And I feel the vibration and whatnot, but it's just, no pain or anything.
Good. Okay, so now let that get a little bit more numb, and then we're gonna keep putting more layers on. You can cut.
Good.
Cool. And here is the follow-up after the second visit. As you can see, we have more coverage now. The eyes are swollen, which is normal, but after about 3 weeks, that should be completely healed and he will have more coverage.